Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. This is episode 11. Last time we went through our premium items and read up on all that juicy codex lore, and then we went to the Black Emporium to check out Xenon the Antiquarian. We got an invite to this place and it was interesting to say the least. We stared into the mirror of transformation, and as a result I now have a moustache instead of a beard, and we are now going to leave and proceed with the main quest. So we're going to the Wounded Coast approach for Act of Mercy, and then we'll be able to cash in all those hard-earned sovereigns for the Deep Roads expedition, which has been really exciting. We're making those moves finally. With that Deep Roads expedition, I was like, cool, we'll probably do maybe like 2-3 side quests, we'll get some money, we'll sell some loot, and then we'll proceed with the main quest into the Deep Roads. That was at the beginning of the playthrough, when we were getting into Kirkwall. I was like, cool, we'll do like a few side quests, have some character moments, have some companion stuff go on, and then we'll be out of here. That has not been the case. And it's not a bad thing either. I've been really enjoying the story. I've been really enjoying the character moments, the stuff between our characters, NPCs in the world. It's all been like really, really great. And I think it just kind of highlights what I love the most about a BioWare experience, for me personally, is the characters, the dialogue, those interactions, the world building, and the lore. Like, it's all incredible. Like, there are people that must love and appreciate the combat and that gameplay loop of all of the BioWare games, like Knights of the Old Republic, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, all have their different forms of gameplay, and they're enjoyable. Great, I love them. But I think like the bread and butter, like the good stuff about BioWare is those cutscenes, that lore, that world building, and how the characters and companions interact with each other. It's perfect. That's why I play these for the most part. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying the combat. I really like the feeling of being a warrior, being able to actually slice through my enemies and seemingly doing like good damage to them as well, instead of just smacking a sponge until it dies, you know? So this has been really good for me. It's fun and enjoyable for the most part, and that's what I love in my video games. Gotta remember to have fun. So I'm feeling good about Dragon Age 2. Like, I think that scene that we had recently when Flemeth was resurrected from her Horcrux was just so cool. Like, the way that she just spoke about things and, like, just was talking about it was so ominous. And I was like, oh, I cannot wait to see what's going to come in this storyline. So cool. So I'm interested to see if she comes back around. I don't expect she'll come back around in this game, but she's out there, and that's like the exciting thing, is she can come back around at any point. But I hope you have all been enjoying sort of the dedication to that lore, that world building aspect of Dragon Age, and just BioWare games as a whole that I've really loved sharing on the channel. It's special. Definitely special. We've played controversial BioWare titles like Mass Effect Andromeda, and currently Dragon Age 2 is apparently a controversial game. And maybe I'm just not inclined to hate or dislike things so easily, but you know, a lot to love about them. Fair criticism when it's due, sure. In some things, in both Andromeda and other BioWare experiences, but I love them. Thrask. Yeah, so I'll go like in the deep end. I'll jump into a controversial title and make an opinion of my own, and it's always my favorite thing to do. I never like to go into a game where people are like, it's terrible, just skip it, and then, you know, go into the game with that mentality that it's bad. I'm like, let's see why people think it's bad, and let's see if I agree, or let's see if I like it, you know? Because clearly this game has a lot of fans. I've seen a lot of support and love for this game, and I can see why. It's a great character-driven story. It's the stuff that I enjoy.
Master Hawk, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son, Fainriel. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Yes, well, that seems to be my job around these parts. Showing kindness to mages. We know who this guy is. Can't you be kind?
Can I get the details before I agree?
There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns. I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Ooh, man. Okay. So we've got some, Alright. Well, we've got Merrill with us. If we had Anders and Bethany with us right now, this would be really interesting from a mage perspective, wouldn't it? We'd be like, what if we help them escape? Oh, man. Like, whenever we've come up against these mage dilemmas, it's so important to really think about the fact that it's like, mages are not the only people that do bad in this world of Thedas, right? Like, they're capable and more susceptible to possession, yes, but like, there are shitty people in every corner of the world, and there is certainly not a lot of good Templars out there either. And it's just kind of unfortunate that it's like this group of the group of mages, just because of something that they're not even able to control, are put in a box and given such a hard time. Whereas, you know, we have a dude that could go on a rampaging killing spree, or rogues that do rogue things, and they're like, yeah, slap on the wrist, human nature. But then you've got mages that are doing their actual genuine best to actually resist possession and going to the dark side. And then unfortunately sometimes it does happen, and you do have some bad apples in the mage clan, you know? And then as a result, all mages suffer. And it's just a very interesting thing with that in mind, is like, it's unfair, but at the same time it's so complex. And this is why it's like, when these games, like, and these issues about, like, you know, different groups of people and different marginalized groups of people, and you've got mages being this game's sort of, for lack of a better term, I'm trying to think of the word, this game's sort of like focus is on mages, but you've, you know, a lot of people and a lot of different groups can see themselves in the mages and how they're treated compared to other people in society and in the world. And you have to be like, well, you know, it's not only the fact that my sister's a mage, but you also sympathize with them because they get a really tough go of things. And they don't really get let off in the ways that other people do. Rogue kills someone, they don't get made tranquil. Do they get their hands cut off for thievery in Dragon Age? I don't think I've heard any punishments of thieves getting their hands cut off in the way that mages get forced to be turned tranquil, you know?
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground, and their Templars sent for us to relocate the survivors. Unfortunately, they escaped on the journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
Yes. We know what phylacteries are, but for the sake of Maypo Hawk, he does not know, I guess. Well, actually, he'd probably have some knowledge, given the apostate family. But Maypo Hawk will ask.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
Do the other Templars intend to do worse than recapture the mages?
Sir Karas is a Knight Lieutenant of the Templars, a great crony of Meredith. Should he find apostates hiding from pursuit, Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
Yeah, this Meredith person...
Who's Meredith?
You have clearly not been in Kirkwall long. Meredith is Knight Commander. She has changed the rules for mages in Kirkwall. They are less free than elsewhere. Though I dare say she has created as much dissent as obedience.
I've been in Kirkwall longer than you know. Surely there should be a way to go in here and maybe help them escape, right?
If you've got this many mages escaping, you Templars aren't too good at your jobs.
These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Sir Karas hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
Okay, well then this is probably going to be a good idea for us to get them to go back to the Circle instead of getting killed. Into the cave and resolve the situation with the apostates peacefully if possible.
Check the caverns. My fellow Templars could arrive at any moment.
Okay. Well, let's have a little peaceful conversation with the apostates, shall we?
Here we go.
Am I not given a choice, man? I were attacked immediately. Are you sure? Unbelievable. Do you reckon I should... Oh, you know what? What I think I might do is, because we've actually been given a choice to come in here first, I might actually change and prep our party. And I might bring the whole mage gang. I'm going to bring Bethany and Anders as well as we go in here, because I'd be really curious to see the dialogue choices here. Hopefully it doesn't just favor one of them and all three of them are allowed to have some sort of... struggling to find my words today. Some sort of, thing to contribute. Contribution. That's what I'm looking for. Let's load. We'll reload because we just saved. And we're going to change our party. We'll change our party and we'll bring all the mages. And we'll see what happens. It would be lovely if we could, change our party without having to be at a gather your party thing. But alas, I'll head back and we'll do that. And we'll bring the 3 mages. Just because I think this could be interesting, especially with it being like a main quest. Alright, we got the triple mage party.
So, there's no circle among the Dalish?
Any child with a gift of magic is apprenticed to a keeper. In another clan if there's no need in our own.
That sounds nice.
Magic is a gift of the creators. Why wouldn't we use it? It just seems wasteful for humans to lock their mages away where they can't do any good.
But you are a blood mage.
Oh, she got no response for that. Yeah, but you are a blood mage, by the way. Yeah. Oh man, having 3 mages in your party is an interesting conversation piece, isn't it? The conversations they could all have.
Follows the law anymore.
Say that to the 3 apostates in my party. Huh? Oh man, NPCs talking to each other. Great. I just was saying, I put together my party. I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff because I have a bunch of stuff to sell. And then we'll get back into the fight with my triple mage setup. Alright, let's head into the Runaways Cavern now. Alright. And so an apostate targets 3 other mages. Like, that's a good idea. Oh, they always disappear, don't they?
They've raised the bloody dead. They must be truly desperate. Please tell me we're not going to force these poor fools back into the circle.
Well, if we're not going to force these poor fools back into the circle, what do we do? Surely we can help to facilitate their escape then. It's either the circle or escape, but, I mean, we're not going to kill them, and we're not going to turn them into the Templars that will kill them. So, we're limited on our options here. See how we go.
At least it's not boring.
We'll try our best, shall we?
Maker's blessing. I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the Circle. I never wanted to get involved in this. Not when he started making those things.
Oh, great. So we've got a group of apostate mages, but there's one person that's taken it too far and now they're all lumped in. It's like, you know, I didn't actually want to be involved in this, but then the guy started summoning demons.
Who is he?
Decimus. It was his decision. He kept saying the Templars would label us blood mages if we fled. Why not use it if it's our best tool? He slit his wrist and the magic, it rose from the blood and woke the skeletons in the cave. I ran. Decimus is wrong. Blood magic is a work of evil, not just a power the Templars keep from us for spite.
Well, with a name like Decimus...
Decimus is the leader of these mages.
He's crazy. He said with our phylacteries gone, no one could find us. We would be free. I think maybe he set the fire. There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
The Templar Thrask is waiting outside. Surrender to him and you won't be hurt.
I surrender. Take me to the Templars. I don't want anything to do with this blood magic. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
Damn, okay. So there's not really much option or choice there. It's just kind of like, heads up, there's a Templar outside. But we can't be like, maybe we'll help you get out of here. It's just like, yeah. I guess he wanted to go back to the Circle. He never wanted to get involved in this mess. So, Decimus. Being a cheeky fucker. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay, and he's got a following.
They're here! The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle.
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call.
Bro, there's 3 mages here. They've got staffs on their back. Use your eyes. Oh my god, okay. Like, use your eyes, mate. Oh, the petrify on Decimus is nice. Oh, that we got to see. Oh, that's good. And we got the tag team achievement. We got to see how good Brittle is. So we did our mighty blow when it was petrified. That was great. Well, see you later, bud. You did a good job. Now you're dead. And now all these other apostates are also dead, which is really unfortunate. Except for this one and this one. So some of them are fighting. But then some of them are deciding to chill out a little bit. The hypnotist staff, hey?
I think it's over. Do you think it's over?
You killed him! Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me, love. You are one of us. But you wear no mark of the Circle. How is it you side against your own?
Maybe your lover should have tried hello. We're friendlier than you think.
Decimus gave us the courage to face the Templars. Without him, we would be prisoners still.
He obviously meant a lot to you.
He was our future. Until he came, we never thought to fight back. I told Decimus he was going too far, but he said it was the only way to protect us. To protect me. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
If not in the Circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places outside the Free Marches where the Templars are not so vigilant.
What do you ask of me?
There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
Better the death of one Templar than so many innocents.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall?
Fighting fire with fire. It's like you kill them or kill someone else. How, like, if my main character was a mage, right, how would I be convincingly not suspicious to all the Templars that we would be doing business and talking with? I'm like, this staff, this magical staff on my back, and those magical powers you saw me use. You didn't see anything. Being a mage main character in a storyline that we've encountered so far, which is so anti-mage with like all of the blood mage activity and all of this sort of Templar stuff, is really kind of crazy. And meanwhile we're just walking around the streets with mages as well. It's like, yeah, this is just my they're just decorative sticks. This is good. I can convince him that you're dead, and that way I don't have to murder a Templar, and I don't have to murder the mages.
Leave it to me. By the time I'm done, these Templars will swear that the sky is green.
Your confidence almost makes me believe you. But I spent 2 weeks traveling with these Templars. They strike first and think after. They are far easier to kill than to fool.
Oh, nice. That was Friendship 20 with Merrill, and Friendship 5 with Anders. No friendship with Bethany, though. But Bethany is already maxed out on the... Bethany is already maxed out on the whole friendship meter. Meryl's getting there. Anders we haven't had in our party much to really push this meter up. So we'll probably use Anders in our party as the mage going forward for a little bit with that in mind, so we can get his little friendship thing going. So we've got Meryl's friendship thing, which is solidarity. It seems that Bethany does not have one. Curious. Okay.
We will speak no more. I would not wish any Templars to overhear we still survive.
Grace. What a name. We got Decimus and his wife, Grace. Such a lovely name. We do have a lot of repeated interior environments. I will say that much. But we've always got to remember, guys. We've got to chalk it up to the fact that Varric is he's telling his story to Cassandra, and you know he ain't got time to flesh out. Oh shit! Can't open this chest. I ain't got no rogues with me. You know, he ain't got time to flesh out the specifics of every single interior. He's not a very good DM at painting a picture. He's only focused on the characters. He's like, yeah, and they were in the mines. Yeah. And the picture the mines, they were there. Let me paint the scene for you. They were in a house. This house looked like any other house that you'd expect to see.
Get back!
We can just chalk up any sort of asset repetition with Varric's just telling a story and filling in the necessary details. So we did get some good friendship points with Meryl. Not as much with Anders. Maybe if we agreed to kill him, and because Anders seemed pretty keen on that, that would have got him more friendship points. But I don't think Meryl would have liked that. That's the thing that's always good as well, is we do have 3 mages, but they're not all gonna be in agreement automatically with, like, everything. Like, Anders is gonna respond to something a little bit more than Meryl might, and vice versa, you know? Which is great.
Well, that was fun.
Also, 3 mages really clean house, don't they? Time to convince. Oh, pooey, don't go in there. Stinks like dead mage.
Trying to tell me this boy is all that's left of the apostates.
I ran away when they began to use blood magic, sir.
They are not in the caverns, Sir Karas. I have thoroughly explored.
Who is this?
I'm your best friend. With the crossing your fingers behind your back? Yeah, I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend, or I killed the mage. Well, that seems weird to say. I'm just gonna say I killed the mages.
I was helping Sir Thrask. The apostates are all dead.
Dead? But I asked.
You've always been soft on the robes, Thrask. Makes me wonder if these demon worshippers haven't gotten their fingers into your mind. Men, search the caverns and keep these interlopers under guard until we see what's in there.
Don't go in there. They cast a big old spell before I left.
You're wasting time better spent tracking any escaped apostates.
Seems like you've got something to hide. Show these fools what happens when you interfere with a Templar's investigation.
We're under attack.
Alright, well I tried. Oh, Thrask is helping me. Interesting. Well, that's good, because I think I like Thrask. This dude's a butthole though, so we'll just take pleasure in killing him. Prepare to die! There's a lot of them here. Can't wait for them to fall out of the sky in a second when reinforcements arrive.
This'll be quick. That's enough.
Edge of Song and Glory. That's not bad, that longsword. Gotta give that to Aveline. Dragon Hunter's Hauberk. 115 armor. Ooh, nice. We just found ourselves an armor upgrade for Hawk. Lovely. What does that look like? God, that makes me look so weird. Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? This gives us 25 attack. Yeah. Well, we want to get the whole fallen armor set. We've got the boots and the helmet at the moment. Just the standard ones. Apparently this is 5 stars. Much better than what we have, but also it isn't. It's less armor, it's less attack, and we lose out 11 health. Oh, I guess we'll just stay looking a little bit silly for a little bit. At least we don't have our helmet on in combat, so it's not too bad out of
By the grace of the
dialogue.
They're dead. I wanted this to end peacefully, not...
There can be no peace between the mages and Templars of Kirkwall, sir. It has gone too far.
What the fuck? So she just walks out? I thought she was gonna... Bruh. I thought she was gonna slip out through a back entrance or something. She's just walking out the front. What was the point of me in trying to convince him in the first place? If you're just gonna walk out here.
You did not aid your fellow Templars. Does that mean you are leaving the Order?
I suppose my side has been picked. I will tell the other Templars you killed Karas and I came upon the bodies. I will give a false trail to follow.
Damn.
Thank you. And thank you. Please accept this as the only reward I can offer. I dare not carry a staff with the mark of Starkhaven on it now. This has been more than I expected. We must away.
As must we. Come, Alan. I'm sorry you were the only one I could save.
Sheesh. Chanter's staff. Quest updated for the Deep Roads expedition. So it's the only thing that we've got. It's the only thing that we've got. Okay, wild. Edge of Song and Glory. Let's have a look at these staffs. So we've got 22 electricity damage, plus 59 attack. Chanter's staff, 24 mana stamina, plus 21% healing by this character. That's nice. I think Bethany is our better healer, I think. Which is going to be a good upgrade for her because she's just got fire damage. You can have that staff. Cool looking staff. You can have this one. You can have this one. You can do some electricity damage. Sure, why not? Lovely. Everyone's getting upgrades to their equipment today. Thrask helped us, and then he's going to help us even further. That's crazy. I knew he was a good one. He's a good guy at heart. Pretty wild though. But yeah, those dudes rock up and obviously are just incredibly suspicious and persistent. But I think that probably was the best outcome you probably could have hoped for there without mindlessly murdering all of them. Because Decimus was definitely the main offender there, and he's gone. There was no real reason for the rest to perish, you know? Gamlen's house is pulsating before we head to Hightown.
What am I, your servant? There's a letter for you on the desk.
Nice. We've got a letter, which is probably just a little bit of an update. Because I think this quest was... we got this quest from a letter as well, so it's probably a follow-up to that. Oh no, we've got 2. Friends in low places. I understand you're in dire need of some coin. Not really. If that's true, I believe I have a proposition that you simply will not be able to refuse. Look for me at night near the foundries in Lowtown. Dougal. Why does the name Dougal ring a bell? A letter for Bethany. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to Tamara. I think her family fled to Redcliffe, but I haven't been able to locate them. I don't have much hope left, but miracles can happen. I will keep trying. I know Tamara was a close friend. I will write you as soon as I hear something. I hope your family is doing well in Kirkwall. Please send my love to your mother. I will keep praying for you all. Sister Ursula. Letter for Bethany. Oh, we've got another quest. Friends in low places. Okay. Do I talk to you about this letter?
I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give us the estate.
No. Okay. Lovely. We've got another quest then. Friends in low places. Which means we need the rogues for this. Aveline would probably hate this. Let's bring Fenris instead. We're going to give Aveline that new sword that we picked up though for sure. Nighttime, Lowtown. Yeah, we're going to try and get into the habit of varying our party for like specific types of quests that I feel would benefit the most in terms of the friendship and rivalry stuff. There are some characters that I think are better off for us trying to get their rivalry up. For like Fenris is kind of pushing in that direction. It's probably what we'll end up doing. I think most of the others are kind of more friend than rival. Hero synergy. Okay. Actually, what is Fenris's, what have you got? Lithandralis. You need an upgrade so badly, actually. Like, so shockingly badly. Let me pull out some stuff here. I might even just give him the Remward, because, I don't know. I guess there's part of me that's like just not using all of the DLC items because I feel like they're super powerful, I suppose. So I'm just kind of not really touching them. Give that to Aveline. Yeah, no, it's very tempting. Very tempting to grab these, but we'll leave them be. Varric's got what Varric has, and then I think Isabella's stuff is fine. Let's take a look. You can have this. Oh, you don't even have... Shit. Yeah, fire damage. Damn. All my mages have their accessories on. Yeah, Bianca... Oh yeah, Bianca improves with level up. So that does 64 physical damage. So that because that improves with level up, you can keep that. And these do decent damage. Nice. That's good for now. I do not care about being the most powerful all of the time or equipping the best things at all times, because that's not where I source my enjoyment from. So it's fine that I don't have the best things equipped at all times. I'm happy to just equip kind of stuff that I think is good at the time. It's a cool looking sword though. I like it. Dougal Gavorn.
Well, well, if it isn't the man of the hour.
Do I know you?
I know him. I thought Bartrand told you to clear off, Dougal.
Calm yourself, Varric. I just wanted to meet your brother's new business partner.
Yes. Bartrand was falling all over himself to enlist my help.
And that's what I need to talk to you about.
Dougal's one of my dear brother's ex-partners.
Bartrand turned aside my offer of help, even though I had the coin to spare. Thing is, I still think it's a promising venture. The fool won't let me invest, but if someone like you invested on my behalf...
Well, Varric doesn't seem to care about you at all.
Bartrand was pretty desperate for help. He must have had a good reason to turn you down.
You did. We had a disagreement.
They tried to kill each other.
You've met Bartrand, yes? Someone would need the patience of a Bronto not to want to kill him. But what's done is done. Now his pride won't let him take my coin, even if it ruins him.
Just what kind of terms are we talking about here?
I give you what Bartrand needs. Bartrand thinks it's your coin. Then, when the expedition's done, you pay me back double.
What do you think?
Hard to say. Dougal's never done me any harm.
See? There you go.
Still don't trust you. You're as sour a bastard as my brother without the family connection to make it easier to swallow. Do what you like. I came to you, not to him. But we do need the coin.
No, I've got enough coin, bruh. I've got enough. I've got coinage. I don't know about this. I feel like I kind of... Varric doesn't trust him, and he came to me. I guess this just is a refusal of whatever this is. I don't think we need this. Let me go over these again.
Bartrand was pretty...
You did.
They tried to kill each other.
Bartrand, yes? But what's done is done. Now his pride won't let him take my coin, even if it ruins him.
Oh, nice. More stuff comes up here now that the Varric option isn't here.
He won't be happy if I do this.
He'd lose his mind. Not that it wouldn't be funny to watch.
Then why tell him? Bartrand is better off not knowing a lot of things. This way he's happy, you're happy, and I'm happy. We're all happy.
Just what?
I give you... Bartrand thinks it's your coin. Then when the expedition's done, you pay me back double.
Okay, so he's given us coin, then we give it, and then we give him double. But why?
What if I don't have double? This might all be for nothing.
If you really think it's such a waste of coin, why go at all? I think double's the very least I could earn back for this kind of investment, don't you?
This seems suspicious.
I'm taking quite a gamble myself. I'm willing to bet you're a good risk. Bartrand obviously thinks so. You care to extend the same courtesy to me?
Ah, fuck it.
Why not? I can never resist a shady deal.
Marvelous. You tell Bartrand that the coin's on the way. I'll have it delivered to him discreetly. Good luck on your expedition, my friend. We shall meet again.
This will be remembered. Okay, well, the Sovereigns is done, so bring the Greywater maps to Bartrand in the Dwarven Merchant Guild in Hightown. Okay, it is done. I think what I'm going to do, because we have 100 Sovies, is we're going to go shopping at these merchant stalls here before we leave. I think that'll be a good idea. We'll also be able to, most likely, if by entering and leaving the Hanged Man, changing our party around, get some cool dialogue. You never know what to prepare, like what you can expect when you start up a quest. So I'm like, oh, this seems like a roguish type quest. So bringing Varric was a good idea, at least for that dialogue choice. But then no friendship or rivalry to be gained at this point. Let's give Aveline this sword. Wow, get that axe off of you. There you go. Maybe let's level up Aveline as well. Let's see. Yeah, let's just fully upgrade bravery. Nice. I'm assuming we're taking everyone with us on the Deep Roads expedition, so that'll be fine. I kind of want to see if we can get some more mage-related dialogue. So I'm just going to stick the 3 mages in and roam around town during the daytime and see what mage-related dialogue I can get while we go shopping. There should be some dialogue as soon as we leave here.
So, is the Keeper your mother?
I left my clan when I was a child, to become Marathari's first. I haven't seen my parents in more than 10 years.
I'm so sorry. My father died in the Blight. You must really miss them.
I remember my mother singing to me when I was a little girl and I'd get sick. I think that's what I miss the most. The Keeper has a terrible singing voice.
I'm not sure. I think like the stuff that I'm looking to buy the most is potentially like we want to get some runes, and I think there are recipes for things as well. I'm not sure about the actual weapons. Ooh, except for Thrice-Bound, which gives a bonus to disarming traps and a bonus to lockpicking. So I might give that to Isabella. Despite the fact that my main lockpicker is Varric, because he's got all the cunning points. But that 29 attack is pretty good. I can't compare it to Isabella at the moment, because she ain't here. But look, what's 2 sovereigns? What's 2 sovereigns? I'll grab those. Alright. Yeah, I think there's recipes and stuff to grab from some people. So before we get out of here, we'll do our shopping. A lot of them just specialize in their own thing. I think this is just potions. The apparel shop, we already bought the upgrade for Varric's armor. The Neophyte Mage Cow. Nothing for us, because we cannot equip any of that. What about the Ferelden imports?
I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, there's a donation box. mace, plate armor, hunter's boots, version. I think it's this stuff. A design for a weapon rune that adds cold damage, like the designs I think we want. So I'll have a look in the other ones. So we get crafting recipes. That's what we're looking for.
We've been out for a week.
Is there new dialogue here as soon as I exit here too? No? Okay. Seemingly not. Okay. Looks like we'll head to the Hightown markets then as well.
Where did you learn your magic?
Oh.
I mean, you know my feelings on the Circle, but usually it's the only decent training a mage can get.
My father taught me. He was in the Circle once, trained there. But he got away.
You don't know how lucky you were to have someone who loved you and could help you. Most mages would kill for that.
You remind me of him.
I wonder if we run back and forth on the staircase if it triggers the dialogue or not. Might just be like once per instance. To Hightown! We can do our enchantment with Sandal here as well, because we do have some runes.
So, when you first did blood magic, it was just an accident, right? You cut yourself and realized the power. You didn't actually deal with a demon.
Oh no, I did.
Why would you do that?
I needed his help. He was really very nice about it.
Of course he was. He's using you to get a foothold in a mortal brain.
He's a spirit. He offered me his aid. I hardly think you're one to criticize.
An interesting predicament, that one, is it not? Like, yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. That's fine. Oh, a Tome of Technique, huh? 21 sovereigns, though. Why are you gonna do that to me? I will buy your rune. Anything here for... Damn, this is like the peak. 81 armor. Just because it's got a rune slot, eh?
You want daggers? Got them too.
Robes by Jean-Luc. Robes. Nothing else. What else is around here? Are there any other merchant places that we haven't shopped at? I guess we can shop with Bowden. We'll see what Bowden's got. And I think that's all of the shopping places. Not sure if there are... Can't remember if there are merchants in the Hanged Man or not.
What do you need, my good friend?
Let's see what you have.
Let's see what you have.
Please, feel free to peruse my wares whenever you wish.
Odin looks cursed. Shield of the Flame. Demonic Amulet. No recipes. Alright, so let's have a look. Enchantment. So, this hammer... 3 physical damage or 3 fire damage. Let's do Rune of Impact. And then Bianca... Rune of Fire. 13 fire damage. Nice. Okay. There you go. And then armor. Varix Leather Duster. 20 armor. 844 fire or 844 cold. Do Rune of Protection. And then for Aveline Shield. Oh, cool. And it... Okay, so the rune's effectiveness depends on the gear that it's equipped on as well. There you go. Cool. Codex updated. Enchantments. Add powerful new properties to items that have rune slots. Filling a slot permanently... Oh, no. Filling a slot permanently consumes the rune. It didn't permanently consume the rune in Dragon Age Origins. No. So if we unequip it, it's... it's safe to assume that the rune is destroyed when unslotted. Bit of a shame, but I guess that's why it's important that we have the recipes to make them. how do I see... I guess if we can order... If I go back home to Gamlen's, we can see on the order runes table, or we can do it right here actually. We can see what recipes we have for runes. So we've got... Okay. We don't have all of the resources ever, but we've got recipes for lightning, protection, fire, impact, frost, warding, fire warding, and frost. Okay. So we'll be able to make more. They're inexpensive price-wise, but certainly not resource-wise. And also, it seems that we're limited on the amount of resources that we can collect around the world as well, so that's a little bit concerning. Does that mean there's a limited amount of runes you can make, or does it mean that once you have those pieces, it's permanent and then it's only the money cost? I guess we'll find out when we actually apply them. I think, with that in mind, we can do the Deep Roads expedition now. So we have decided to join up with our friend in Low Places before the expedition, and we will need to return double on the investment. But there we go. After 11 episodes of Kirkwalling, we can now head to the Deep Roads. What an adventure. I assume we'll have another opportunity to change our party before we do this. That would be sensible, right? Or do we dive in with 3 mages?
You again? What now?
Now, is that any way to talk to your business partner?
Partner? Bloody Varric. I suppose you're the help he promised. It figures. If you see that sodding bastard, bring him here. I want to hear exactly what he's promised, right from his lying mouth.
I was literally just about to say as I was having this conversation, probably would be a good idea to have Varric here, right? And there you go.
Nothing to see.
Actually, I think I can gather my party in the Blooming Rose. In that case, we will have Varric in the party, so we can hear it straight from his lying mouth. Alright, is there a gather your party thing in here? There's a plot point. Oh. Gamlen's in here. Interesting. Don't think I can change my party in here. We can talk to Jathan.
I won't mention this to your mother if you don't.
Bruh. I guess this is just us being able to
Is the whole problem.
tell him about the wife.
For us, we'd have so many more options.
Right. If we want to fight back, or just engage in intelligent debate, they make sure we can't do it.
They're forcing our hands. There's no way to change things peacefully.
There must be something.
If it's tranquility or death, we have no choice but to make every confrontation a life or death struggle.
I know, but there are good people in the Circle, the Chantry. There has to be a way to reason with them.
Not if they take away your ability to reason.
Both solid points. Yes, so we can speak to this guy, maybe an update about, hey, by the way, that woman, she dead. I think the really interesting part about this questline is we never got her side of the story, right? We get a really shady sort of account from the husband. The wife gets up to some no good, and it seems that the relationship ain't so good, and it should probably just end. But then she runs away and gets killed, and we don't have her perspective. So I mean, it's tough to really get a full spectacle on the situation. I think it's all kind of shitty.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I'm sorry to say that Ninette was killed.
Killed? Why would anyone hurt that darling woman? This is horrible. Thank you for letting me know. Please excuse me.
Gotta make sure to wrap up all my loose ends. Gotta pay another visit to the brothel. Fucking Gamlen, though. I thought that there was this change your party at this place. There was not.
Avert your eyes.
Alright, we'll change party. The Hanged Man again then. Another excuse for some more dialogue in that case. Okay, gather your party. Right. We'll probably just take who let's I guess we need to decide on our party for the Deep Roads. I'm assuming that it will allow us to choose our party before we head in, but we may as well plan it now. I'm thinking, in terms of our mages, Anders seems the most appropriate because he's 1, a Grey Warden, 2, a Grey Warden, and 3, a Grey Warden. A Grey Warden in the Deep Road seems kind of poetic. Bringing him along as our mage seems cool, and the other reason is that we need opportunities to increase his little friendship points there. The other mages have done their due diligence with the friendship, so I think that would be a good idea. And then I'm torn here. I do be torn. I kind of want to bring Fenris. I think I'm going to bring Fenris. So we're going to have 2 warriors, a mage, and a rogue. Sorry, Isabella. You can kick it back at home with the rest of the gang. So I think that's going to be our Deep Roads crew. Varric, Fenris, and Anders. That seems solid. We've got our rogue, in case we need some lockpicking done. Got our mage that we need to work on our relationship, plus it seems fitting with the...
Did I hear correctly? You are an abomination.
Why don't you shout? I don't think everyone heard you.
Do you see yourself as harmless then? An abomination who would never harm anyone?
Like ripping someone's heart out of his chest?
I did that at the behest of no demon.
So we agree that it doesn't take a demon for someone to be a vicious killer. Good.
There you go. This was the point we were making before. People do be fucking doing shit that's bad stuff. And if you're not a mage, it's kind of like excused in the eyes of everyone sometimes. And you're like, wow. But then like a mage goes and does some blood magic, or a mage goes and does some stuff like Anders has justice inside of him and it's now vengeance. And it's like, yeah, and everyone frowns. But then Fenris puts his hand through another man's chest, rips his heart out, and everyone's like, that was cool, man. I can tell this is going to be a great working relationship between the 3 of us. But yeah, bringing Anders seems good for the Grey Warden capabilities down in the Deep Roads. Probably have some Darkspawn lingering.
You! Ah, brotherly love. It's quite something, don't you think? Sure is something. Especially when little brother makes promises I can't keep.
Bartrand, so suspicious. I have in fact brought us our future partner.
What? Partner? You stupid nug-humping dirt farmer. Why did you go promising something like that?
Because if we don't get this expedition moving, brother, then we won't have any profits to argue about, will we?
Maybe you have a point.
There's so much love here. It's very comforting.
What I'd love is the coin to back up my brother's confidence. How about it, human?
Are we talking a full share here, or what?
If you have the coin, sure. You'll get a full share.
That seems like a lot for an expedition.
We're going lower into the Deep Roads than anyone's ever dared. Who knows what we'll find down there? Well, that means food and equipment and hirelings. None of that comes bloody cheap.
And here you go.
I do have your coin, in fact.
You're joking.
What did I tell you, Bartrand? Not bad for a human.
All right, partner. Full share of the profit between you, me, and Varric. Now we just need a decent entrance into the Deep Roads.
I love that I've already done all of this before even having this conversation. I don't have to be like, I'll be back.
These might be just what we need.
What's this? 3? 4 entrances into the Deep Roads, all in the free marches? Where'd you get these?
A wizard did it.
Well, color me astounded. We just picked the most promising one, and go! Time to wrap up any business you have in the city, my friend. We'll be gone for several weeks at least. Let me know as soon as you're ready, and we'll head out.
Oh, there we go. Well, I already kind of prepared for that, and I was like, I'll chat with all the merchants and have a look at their stuff. Maybe I'll take one last go around, and I'll just check all of the locations just to see if there's any, like, plot points or anything on any of the maps to have a look at. If anything is there, you'll see it in the episode. If not, I have run around pointlessly, and then we will leave.
You ever going to stop harping on the mages here?
No.
They aren't what you saw in Tevinter.
The moment they are free, mages will make themselves magisters.
They're slaves. You should want to help them.
I don't.
Damn. Okay. Fenris gonna be bickering with all of my mage pals for this whole game, that's for sure. We've got the shady merchandise around the corner here, so we'll see what this fella's selling. Yeah. Ornate ring. Not bad. Formulas. For bombs and such. Can't wait to, probably not use them. Maybe the Deathroot toxin. Might apply some poison to my axe blade. Who knows? Maybe I'll get creative one of these days. Formulas acquired. The perks at the very least of running around town checking everything out is we do get to get some companion dialogue. So before we head off, maybe I'll still see if we can get some dialogue. I guess a good way to get some dedicated dialogue between characters would be just having only two of them in a party together. And then now they're only ever able to talk to one another and not someone else. So I can see if Anders and Merrill have any mage-related conversations. Bethany has a total different experience. But because these two are both from Ferelden as well, I wonder if they've got anything cool to say. I'll also pop into Merrill's home, Fenris's home, and Anders' place as well.
Maybe you don't really understand the difference between spirits and demons.
Did I ask you?
Huh?
Spirits were the first children of the Maker, but he turned his back on them to dote on his mortal creations. The ones who resented this became demons, driven to take everything mortals had and gain back the Maker's favor.
Your Maker is a story you humans use to explain the world. We have our own stories. I don't need to borrow yours.
Roasted. And we do have shops here as well. I forgot about these shops. Yeah, basically like, you have your god, and I have mine. Okay. Let's buy the runes. It's good to buy the runes instead of spending the crafting materials, potentially, to make them. Do the raw helmet. Love it. Nothing from you. Thrask is chilling.
You have kept my secret well. No one in the Order knows I stood by while our own were murdered. It is far harder to hide it from myself.
Thrask has had a lot of good development. I think the fact that we helped him out as well, and we're kind of like have his secret with the whole sister thing. It's not the sister, the daughter, would have helped, I think. Shared Fraternity War Staff. Aha! Rune of Lightning Warding and Rune of Lightning Warding. Perfect. There was some more here. It's a good thing I did choose to check to see if there were some other shops. So with the lightning stuff. Restoration potion. Wonderful. I'll take it.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend.
Thank you. Alright, that's good. Alright, now I'm pretty confident that there's no other merchants out there. So this was the Gallows. And we've got the docks. The Black Emporium is the Black Emporium. Oh, actually, we should check out the Black Emporium because I guess we won't be here for several weeks, apparently. So maybe there are some recipes here. Yes, there are recipes here. Root of Fortune. Increase the amount of coin that creatures drop. We can make one. Crow Venom and an Elixir of Purity. So we'll grab those. Lovely. They're bloody expensive, those are.
So many things to admire.
Underfell Cleaver. 2 rune slots. It's not bad. 20 fire damage. Alright, well, we get those recipes, and I think that was it. We've already got the free items. Alright, there was more. Alright, let's chat with our people. Actually, is there anything in the Chantry and Viscount's place? Ticking off everything on the to-do list here. Nothing in here. Oh, actually, dialogue, maybe?
I heard Varric saying you were a Grey Warden.
I was.
I met a Warden once, back in Ferelden. Duncan, I think his name was. Very odd man. He had a marvellous beard, though.
Huh?
I'd never seen one before. I thought a squirrel had grabbed him by the chin.
I thought a squirrel had grabbed him by the chin. She met Duncan. She met Duncan. She met Duncan. Okay. Okay. Meryl said that she was hanging about in Ferelden. Was she part of the other Dalish group from the Dalish origin then? Must have been. And then she met Duncan when he came to that encampment. That would make a lot of sense, actually. That would make a lot of sense.
Good day, Sirrah.
Okay. That's cool. I really like that. Is Aveline chilling out here then? Yeah.
Nothing going on, Hawke. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Just seeing if, when the companions are here, if they've got any optional dialogue to talk to them about before we venture forth. Let's go to Fenris's mansion, because we haven't been here since the first time where we went here. I guess if there was dialogue, it would have the plot thing above their head, right?
Hawke.
Hawke. I really ran all the way into his room just for him to say that to me. Okay, I think we've already had our conversations with the characters then. And if there's an icon above their heads, that'll probably be the thing. Unless it's only those companion quests where it's like, talk to Meryl in your home type thing, you know?
You showed the boy Fainriel great mercy. He will live better among the Dalish than anywhere in Kirkwall.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the vibe. Is not much to gather from here. Okay. We've got our recipes, we've done a once over and a twice over of the place. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the deep roads. It's finally time. Yeah, resource varieties discovered. Yeah, requirements 1 deep mushroom, so we could only have like 1. Okay, gotcha.
So Pouncelot. Who knighted him?
Is that a serious question?
Did he have a little sword or just his claws? I bet he had a dashing cap with a feather in it.
Would you stop making fun of my cat?
Oh, no hat then.
Alright, the dialogue between them is great.
What?
Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part of the moody rebel mage persona.
What are you talking about?
I'm working on an epic poem about a hopelessly romantic apostate, waging an epic struggle against forces he can't possibly defeat.
What do you mean, can't possibly defeat?
Well, it's not a good story unless the hero dies.
No, the Feather Pauldrons are a reference to Morrigan. Clearly. Gotta have a mage in the party with the Feather Pauldrons. Alright, Bertrand, I am ready to go. We would Anders, Fenris, and Varric.
Ah. So are you ready? It's a long trek. If you have any business you need to wrap up here, you'd better do it now.
I'm ready!
I'm ready. Let's get started.
And let's not waste any more time.
Deep Roads expedition time.
The deep roads there will be nice and virginal, ready for a good deflowering. Ha!
Now there's an interesting image.
It'll take a week for us to get to the depth we need. There are bound to be leftover darkspawn from the Blight. Big risks, big rewards.
That's such an Ogren statement. He would definitely say that.
Risks, rewards, what could be better?
Exactly! Now, before... Wait. Who invited the old woman?
Oh, it's my mom.
Sorry to interrupt, Sir Dwarf, but I need to speak with my children.
It's me, Mum.
Mother, I told you not to get involved with this.
I just want to know one thing. Are you planning on taking Bethany with you?
I hadn't decided yet.
Mother, I'll be fine. I want to go.
It's not fine. You can't both go. What if something will happen to you? You, I understand wanting to do this. But leave your sister here, I beg you.
It's the Templars or the Darkspawn, Mother. At least I'm allowed to fight Darkspawn.
Well, you're not going to be able to take everyone anyhow. You'll need to decide.
There it is. Oh, okay, yeah, Varric's locked in, so we choose another two. Well, we're taking Varric anyway. Interesting. Well, we're taking Anders as our mage and Fenris as our warrior, so I love that our character's like, I haven't decided yet. I will just being kind. I guess we will honor our mother's wish there as well. We were taking Anders anyway. And we're not taking multiple mages. I'll commit to my setup. So we'll take Anders. Grey Warden, Deep Road seems fitting. Fenris, another warrior for backup. Good opportunity for some dialogue. And Varric is locked in. Bethany, stay home. Keep Mother safe. And then she doesn't have to worry. If I die, at least she's got you.
Oh, thank the Maker.
Are you sure about this, Big Brother? I hope you're not just trying to protect me.
I don't need you. Actually, oh, okay.
We can't both go into the deep roads. It's too dangerous.
Fair enough. I hope you're right.
So she stays here, though, interestingly enough.
Personal drama over with? Now let's get underway.
Does everyone else come?
Long time coming, eh, brother?
That it has. The deep roads await!
Bowden and Sandal coming along. Does everyone else in my party come along as well and they're just like tucked away? Or they stay here too?
No, this can't be right.
Oh.
The champion and his apostate sister came to Kirkwall to spread subversion against the Chantry. But you claim this wasn't the case. The champion just happened to have dealings with the Qunari, joined forces with a known raider, a blood mage, a rebel warden, and for what? Coin?
Maybe it's not as simple as you imagine, Seeker.
Simple? Do I need to remind you what your friend did? Do I need to tell you how many lives have been lost? How many more will be lost? You cannot sit there and tell me he is innocent.
I don't know if innocent is the right word exactly.
He must have known. Somehow the champion knew what was down there. That's why he wanted to join your expedition.
No. None of us knew. If we had, this would have all turned out very differently.
Is that so? Then tell me your version of what happened on this expedition.
Well, we entered the deep roads as planned, but we didn't get very far.
Oh, cool. So it signifies the beginning of a new part of the story with that interrogation.
There's been a collapse. The way forward is blocked.
What? Is there some way around?
Not that I've been able to find. The side passages are too dangerous.
Useless! What am I paying you blighters for?
Okay, bro.
Set camp!
Sheesh. Alright.
Problems, brother?
Sodding deep roads. Who knows how long it'll take to clear the path?
Shall we not try to find a way around instead? Seems like the logical choice.
You think I'm an idiot, Varric? The scouts say the side passages are too dangerous.
Good thing I'm no scout.
See? This is why you bring someone like me along.
We'll take a look. If we come running back, screaming, you'll know staying put was the right decision.
Fine, fine. Find a way around. Just do it quickly.
Okay.
This is why I left the Wardens. I hate the blighted deep roads.
This is why I brought you.
I hate to add to your burdens, my friends, but I fear I must. I fear my boy Sandal wandered off. He's somewhere in those passages right now.
Passages?
I beg you, keep an eye out for him. He just doesn't understand danger like he should.
That man, he's a one-man army, Bowden. Are you aware of his capabilities? I've seen that man coated in the blood of his enemies. You know, in an alternate timeline where a Mapo dwarf was involved. Sheesh.
One man out there alone. What are his chances?
My boy is sturdier than you think. If he has one of his enchantments with him, he'll survive. He's burned down a house twice by accident. I'm more worried about him getting lost. Oh, my poor boy.
When did you last see him?
Not a half hour ago, I turned my back to hand out rations and he was gone. He gets so easily distracted. Oh, I should have been harsher with my warnings.
We'll bring him back in one piece. Or maybe two. Hard to say, really.
Poor Sandal.
What a great thing to say.
Done this.
Let's move quickly then.
Can't believe you've done this. Okay. So. Fenris, Anders, Varric. Gotcha. Everyone else is back home.
We better not catch the blight.
7 weeks later.
You see Bowden's boy walk off?
I'm very curious as what's going to happen.
I'm not his mother, am I? I bet he got eaten.
If you wander around in the dark, you'll be eaten by a groom. I read that somewhere.
There's no such thing as a groom. Now, Darkspawn, those are plenty.
Really curious about what's going to happen in terms of party dynamics when we just rock up 7 weeks later and be like, sup, how are you guys? Well, not 7 weeks, just several weeks later. Be like, hey, everyone. Hey, Isabella. Been keeping the bed warm for me? Or, yeah. What's going on?
Find Bodon's boy if you can. I have to get these blighters digging.
I do hope nothing has happened to the boy. The thought that he's out there, wandering.
So we've gone from Kirkwall, all of those locations, side quests, main quests, all that stuff to do, getting familiar with the world state, where we're at and our characters, and now we're focusing on that Deep Roads expedition. So this feels like it might be a bit of more of like a linear main quest portion.
It's official. My ancestors were completely crazy.
More of like a linear experience. Yeah, back in the Deep Roads. Anders getting nice and comfortable, having to come back here again. I love that he's like, this is why I ran away. And I'm like, I'm pulling you back in because it feels right.
Get ready!
The other oh, nice. Yeah, the other choice was Merrill, and like, I want to get Anders. I want to get his points up. You know what I mean? Maybe I won't actually be able to get his friendship points up because I brought him to the Deep Roads and he'll hate me for it. Oh God! Look at these! Whoa! Look at that big ass shield! He's huge. Oh damn! See, that's an appropriate level of tanky health for a tanky enemy. There you go. Big ass shield. I really like all the redesigns and the updates to enemies and characters and all of that in this game. They look great. At least I've got you here to open chests for me. Oathbreaker hammer. 30 strength, 23% healing. Okay, ornate. Sure. 30 strength.
Now we fight!
Now we fight!
I'll deal with this!
The shrieks look pretty cool. Oh! Darkspawn Emissary. Get messed up. The emissaries now, instead of just being like a Darkspawn guy with a headdress and a staff, are actually, they look more like arcane horrors.
I knew this would happen.
This is Illyrium, right? Look at these deep mushrooms. Messing with us is suicide. Why is there so many doors that lead nowhere?
Well, I'll be a Nug's uncle.
He's done it again. He's done it again. Scratching his bum after a fresh kill.
Hello. Talk about dumb luck.
I'd really like to know how you managed to kill all of them.
Enchantment?
Boom. And how did you do that?
Damn, okay.
Not enchantment.
Smart boy.
I love that.
Come on. Still need to find a way past that collapse.
Item received, Stone's Breath. You mean Rune of Frost, it looks like. Was the one that was highlighted. Rune of Frost, adds cold damage. Oh no, there it is. Stone's Breath is a staff. Spirit damage, chance to knock back, and restriction to a mage. Oh, well. That plus 59 to attack is pretty good, isn't it? $48 DPS. 42 DPS. We'll put that on. See how we go. See how we go. Lovely. Alright, the boy has been found. Yes, we're on Lyrium. All of the crafting resources to be found in here. I guess we can't. Oh, yep, we can go past. Let's have a look at the map. So we'll just still push on and we'll continue. Sure, we'll head back to the camp at another point in time. Yo, there's so many golems here? Okay. The deep roads. There isn't a dwarf alive who remembers the deep roads as they once were. They were the network of tunnels that joined the Taigs together. To be honest, it isn't even right to give them such a simple term as tunnels. They are works of art, with centuries of planning demonstrated in the geometry of their walls, with the statues of the paragons that watch over travelers, with the flow of lava that keeps the deep roads lit and warm. The cloud gazers up on the surface talk of the Imperial Highway built by the Magisters of old, a raised walkway that crossed thousands of miles, something that could only have been built by magic. Perhaps it is comparable to the deep roads, although we dwarves didn't need magic. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. The Darkspawn rule the deep roads now. When Orzammar sealed off the entrances to the deep roads, abandoning everything that lay out there, we handed over the kingdom that was to those black bastards forever. To think that there are genlocks crawling over Bonamar now, tearing down our statues and defiling our greatest works. Corruption covers everything we build out there. Every dwarf who goes out and comes back says that it gets worse with each passing year. The foulness spread a little further. And the cloud gazers think the Darkspawn are gone just because they aren't spilling out onto the surface? Huh. One day, when Orzammar has gone for good, they'll find out differently. Those Darkspawn won't have anywhere else to go but up, and they'll do it. The surface folk will have themselves a blight that will never end. Transcript of a conversation with a member of the Dwarven mining caste in the 90th year of the Blessed Age. Well, there you go. Look at these. They're still chilling.
Get ready!
Will they be activated? What an interesting idle pose for them. I wonder if we'll have to contend with a potential activation. Accidentally step on a trap and it will activate all of them or some crap.
More on the way.
Oh, that shield charge is awesome. Nice.
That Thrask seemed like a decent man. Or a Templar.
That is true.
Hawk.
Hawk. He's got nothing to say to me.
Hawk. Hawk. We should move on.
Okay.
I will not be sorry to see daylight again.
Hawk.
You have been a good friend. Better than I deserve.
Hawk. Hawk, Hawk.
Here we go!
Hey-ya! Blade of Red Birth. A dual weapon. 38 attack and 4 fire damage. Damn. Maybe I didn't need to buy that dagger for Isabella after all. I got a present for her though. I'll be like, hey babe, sorry that I kept you waiting for so long, but I got you a shiny blade. I feel like she'd appreciate it. Okay. The Hurlock Bolter.
Can't we talk about this?
Oh, hello. Oh. I should have expected this. Ah, what? I was prevented from getting the killing blow due to a goddamn bear trap once again. Ah! Varric! Varric! Why can't you? Oh, Varric, why can't you sense traps, you fuck? I want to get you caught in a What kind of rogue are you, mate? I want to get... Yes, there you go. Revenge! Get caught in a trap, you bastard. See how it feels. Isabella's the only one that can detect traps then, apparently. It must be an ability instead of just a... I thought it was would have been like the cunning stat. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Easy as pop.
Just a room filled with bear traps and an ogre.
Now we fight.
Okay. Oh. Alright. There's just a dragon. Everybody, there's a dragon here. Stun it. Stun that dragon. Oh, the Dragonling Horde has arrived. 2 warriors for max DPS. Oh god, he's going for the mage. The dragon's being smart. Get it. Oh my god, the entirety of the group being stunned. It's close to death. Gotcha. Alright, dragon. Whole dragon eye. Just a dragon chilling down here. Someone kept a pet all these years. Damn. Can't wait for us to fight up against our next high dragon. Primeval Tig.
Ah, here we go. This goes right where we want it to. Let's go back and tell Bartrand. He'll be so pleased.
Mm-hmm.
Bartrand, we found a way around your damned cave-in.
It's about time. Let's move out!
So many fades to black to cut it all apart. I'm grateful I didn't have to walk all the way back.
Holy shit.
Is this what you were expecting?
I thought. An abandoned Tig, something old, but... What is this?
Whoa, there's people.
How did you even know it was here?
Oh no, those are the hirelings.
Scavenger tales. After the third blight. A week below the surface, they said. But nobody believed them.
Looks like they were right.
Make camp here! We need to look around.
And this place is literally called Primeval Tig. So, you know. Primeval Ruins. Like, it's probably gonna live up to its name, dude. I thought there was survivors, not survivors, like scavengers or people down here when it was over there, because we all walked in from here, but yeah, it makes sense that it's the hirelings.
I don't get it. Nothing in this Tig makes sense.
Why's that?
We're well below the deep roads. Whatever dwarves lived here, they came long before the first blight. But where are the statues of paragons? I don't recognize these markings on the wall, or anything in the rubble.
We read some history and some lore in Dragon Age Origins about stuff that was similar to this, I believe, when it was talking about, like, it wasn't always just the dwarves that were chilling underground in the deep roads. I think there was some elven stuff at some point as well. But I'm trying to dig into the recesses of my mind here of the Origins Codex. But I remember there being descriptions about differences in architecture and stuff like that over the years as well.
Who knows how old these ruins are? Maybe your people were different back then.
I know enough about our history to know we haven't changed much. Dwarves have been mired in tradition for many ages. These dwarves might have been unique. If so, I hope they kept their valuables close at hand.
Okay. Hope they kept their valuables close. I mean, it's sinister as hell down here. That's for sure.
It's just all rubble and ruins. The treasure here.
This place is supposed to be something special.
Trying to see what I can glean from the sort of statues on the wall. Okay, so we've still got stuff. Looks like it might have changed a little bit. Anders has a shitty belt on at the moment, I think. Little brown one. Oh, I don't think Fenris doesn't even have a belt on at all. I thought I had to actually give Bartrand the 50 sovereigns. Turns out I just needed to have the 50 sovereigns. I guess this does add like fire damage to the sword, right? I'd assume. Okay. Deeper in we go.
Whatever's through there, it seems still intact. Think we'll find anything?
So clearly there's something big and important in here that is tied to what the Seekers want. And Varric's being interrogated right now, being like, surely the guy, you, legendary champion of Kirkwall, must have already known and like played coy about it, which is interesting. So there's obviously going to be something massive here. I'm excited.
Bartrand is far more enthralled with this place than you are.
Unlike him, I wasn't born in Orzammar. I wouldn't even be down here if there wasn't profit in it. This entire place gives me the chills. Let's hope it's worth it.
Chances are we won't find anything but even more Darkspawn and rubble. Maybe bones.
I suppose we'll need to go down there to find out.
We're under attack. What a surprise.
Hawk's commentary is really, really good, and I'm so glad, because when you go from a game that has a silent protagonist to then changing it up with a voice protagonist, it's a huge risk. It's a huge risk. And I really liked my dwarven character. Oh god, the golems are alive! Golem is alive! True warriors, baby, let's go! Get this shit out of here. Get this shit out of here. That's the double warrior combo for you, baby. Some of our swings are even, like, in unison. It's perfect. Okay. Wild. Odd dwarven relic. Carved ring of the Venedal. Wonderful. Would you like another ring? 'Cause you got one. Yeah, it's a huge risk when you do your when you're voice protagonist, right? So Fallout did one with Fallout 4, and yeah, it was too much. It's too much. You know, the way that they changed the dialogue wheel, I don't think was great. I mean, it was cool, but I prefer my silent Fallout protagonists for sure in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Mass Effect was voice protagonist from the beginning, and it was great because Jennifer Hale, even Mark Meir, which I've heard a little bit of for Male Shep, is great. But I love Jennifer Hale as Fem Shep, so it was perfect. Knights of the Old Republic with your silent protagonist was great. But then you've got a game like this. This is BioWare's first one, I think, where with that in mind, where they've gone from a silent protagonist to a different voiced protagonist in the series. So it's going to be a little bit weird to adjust to, but he's great. He's he is my humorous hawk, and I love the voice. It's great, and his personality is awesome. So it's not like an irritating voice protagonist. Like lyrium, orichalcum is a metal most commonly encountered in liquid form. Unlike lyrium, however, orichalcum forms pools and must be drawn like water rather than mined. Deep orichalcum is the most common type of the metal and is often found in places where opals are mined. The rarer crystalline orichalcum is found in small pools in the mountains. Folk wisdom says that a drop of orichalcum mixed with wine is a potent aphrodisiac, although it has a pungent smell similar to lye, so I could not bring myself to put this legend to the test. Cool. Got some orichalcum. Let's take a look in the codex real quick as well, because I just want to see if we've had anything new pop up that I may potentially have missed. Yes. For example, the Genlock Alphas are stronger and more physically intimidating than most Genlocks. They are known for bullying other Genlocks into doing their bidding. And the Golem. Once a crucial part of Orzammar's defenses, golems have all but vanished as the secret to their manufacture was lost over 1,000 years ago. What few golems remain are guarded closely by the Shaperate, brought out when the battle with the Darkspawn grows desperate enough to risk their loss. No one now would sell a golem for any price, but in ancient times, dwarves sold many golems to the Magister Lords of Tevinter. They are devastating weapons in war, living siege engines, capable of hurling boulders like a catapult or ploughing through enemy lines like an earthquake. Or being very, very good at stomping on pigeons. But that's not a story that the Grey Wardens would tell you. We got the Deep Roads Codex entry. There isn't a dwarf alive who remembers the Deep Roads as they once were. They were the network of tunnels that joined the Tigers together. To be honest, it isn't even right to give them a simple term. I just read this. Oh, sorry. I got confused by the fact that there was a new option there. We definitely read that. Blood Magic, the Forbidden School. This is a problem. Because I have read these. I've definitely read these. But I just haven't marked them as read yet because we only read them in their little pop-up in-game. Did we read Blood Magic, the Forbidden School? I can't remember. I'm going to read it again, just in case. Because I know that we read these four. 100%. The ancient Tevinters did not originally consider blood magic a school of its own. Rather, they saw it as a means to achieve greater power in any school of magic. The name, of course, refers to the fact that magic of this type uses life, specifically in the form of blood, instead of mana. It was common practice at one time for a magister to keep a number of slaves on hand so that should he undertake the working of a spell that was physically beyond his abilities, he could use the blood of his slaves to bolster the casting. Over time, however, the Imperium discovered types of spells that could only be worked by blood. Although lyrium will allow a mage to send his conscious mind into the Fade, blood would allow him to find the sleeping minds of others, view their dreams, and even influence or dominate their thoughts. It's like the Sandman, but instead of using the ruby, it's like using blood. Just as treacherous, blood magic allows the veil to be opened completely so that demons may physically pass through it into our world. Though for some time to have been stamped out in the Imperium, the practice of blood magic seems to be on the rise in recent years. It is all over the place in this game, and we even have a blood mage companion, so it's perfect. The current Black Divine has lifted most of the prohibitions against dreamwalking. So many mages in the Imperium now use it openly in the name of research. There you go, eh? There you go. New Codex, the Primeval Tag. Your Majesty, it's difficult getting a straight answer out of the Scavenger. These sods get themselves so blighted they can't think straight, much less keep spit in their mouths. He says, however, that he's gone down into parts of the Deep Roads that are so old that our people forgot them long before the blight even happened. He spoke of great statues and temples. Temples! He spoke of things that could only have been made of magic and of impossible ruins untouched by Darkspawn. He described creatures the likes of which we've never seen. None of it's possible, of course. I've conferred with the Shaper, and he says the memories date back to the founding of the first Tig. What could have come before that? Yes, we're unable to explore these depths the scavenger spoke of because of the Darkspawn, but surely the memories would speak of such places if they existed. Yet, in the scavenger's belongings, amidst all the filth, there was a single idol. It was clearly of dwarven make, but not resembling any paragon on record. The idol was dressed in a manner I've never seen. The Shaper of Memories also could not identify it or the substance from which it was made. The thought that the memories might be wrong is unsettling. Except from a report sealed in the Orzammar Royal Archives by order of King Analar Geldenblade in the 48th year of the Blessed Age. Cool. Something that dates back before the first Tig. Very cozy atmosphere. Lyrium idol. Oh, this is the idol.
You see what I'm seeing?
Is that lyrium? It's definitely magic. And not the good kind.
Doesn't look like any kind of lyrium I've ever seen. Look at this, Bartrand. An idol made out of pure lyrium, I think. Could be worth a fortune.
You could be right.
Evil!
Fine.
Evil! I sense evil! Oh. Don't touch the evil-looking idol. Okay.
Not bad. We'll take a look around. See if there's anything further in.
Okay. Oh.
You do that.
The door!
Whoa. What the fuck? Instantly.
Bartrand! It's shut behind you!
You always did notice everything, Varric.
Oh.
You're joking? You're going to screw over your own brother for a lousy idol?
It's not just the idol. The location of this Tig alone is worth a fortune, and I'm not splitting that 3 ways. Sorry, brother.
Bartrand! Bartrand!
I swear I will find that son of a bitch. And I will kill.
Sorry, brother.
Oh, let's hope there's a way out of here.
Am I right in that I assumed at first there, with the way that the idol was passed to him and it had that effect, I thought it was like gonna be like this situation where it would like, you know, influence the holder of it, and then he was like, ha, the idol has made me more evil. So I thought that he was shutting us in because he was under some sort of possession, but then it seems that he was always intending never to split it 3 ways, and he's a bastard. But then also, with the way that the idol is like reacting in his hand, it makes me feel like it's influencing him a little bit, but maybe it's just like exaggerating his mental state and his intentions anyway. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see what's going on with this idol, but it's definitely got bad juju, so there's only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. And that's by being patient, I suppose. Cyclone, murderously effective and can be used more frequently. And Scythe has the brittle stuff, but we don't have Meryl with us, so I'm going to do that. Varric. Both 28. Anything about trap detection, actually? Let's have a look. Scoundrel Specialist. Let's check on this. Rushing, Fatigue, Fog, Confusion. Anything about trap detection in here? Chameleon's Breath. Stealth. Oh, Isabella doesn't have any of these either. Maybe I'll check the attributes again. See what I'm missing. Let's see. I might upgrade. We'll upgrade the one. Cunning determines rogues' aptitude for picking locks and disarming the traps, but I guess not being able to identify them. I also can't scroll down on the other description. Okay. Let's do that. Probably should have had that. There you go.
Not going to happen. No good. Looks like he's blocked it somehow. We're sealed in.
He's blocked it and we're sealed in. Okay. We're in the ancient crypt. Lyrium is the king of metals. Beneath our feet it sings. When properly refined, it is a smooth, slightly iridescent, silvery liquid. In the hands of the Dwarven Smith caste, it is mixed with steel to produce indestructible armor and blades that hold an edge for centuries. In the hands of the Shaper, it becomes a repository for living memories, and some scholars maintain this as evidence that Lyrium is itself alive. It finds its most lucrative its application. It finds its most lucrative its application. Does that make sense to anyone else? In the hands of the Formari. It finds its most lucrative application is in the hands of the Formari, who use it in conjunction with baser metals like gold, silverite, viridium, or even iron to produce enchantments. Though mages, of course, consume it in a diluted form to bolster their abilities, this is not recommended. Overindulgence in lyrium can have disastrous consequences, particularly in more concentrated amounts. It is not advisable, for instance, that any reader handle raw lyrium, which in many cases can kill on contact. Meanwhile, we're just like passing around that lyrium idol like it's nothing. Alright. I'm going to take a brief break here, and then we're going to proceed past the ancient crypt. Alright, let us open the door. Proceed further. As Bertrand has left us for dead. Oh god, hello. And we've got golems waking up too. Golems and Darkspawn fighting side by side. Well, now I don't feel so bad about that friends in low places thing now and having that random dude. Because I was like, oh, I'll have some semblance of loyalty to Bertrand for some reason. I don't really know why. I don't even know the guy. And then look at what he's done. Nope. And there's more. Just when you think it's all over. Actually, shades aren't Darkspawn. What am I talking about? But we do have shades and golems fighting side by side. We got demons and golems fighting side by side, and plenty of them. Let's give you haste.
Get ready!
You messed with the wrong mate!
Profane. What the hell are these things? Look at these. the Profane. Okay. We who are forgotten remember, we clawed at rock until our fingers bled. We cried out for justice, but were unheard. Our children wept in hunger, and so we feasted upon the gods. Here we wait, in aeons of silence. We few, we profane. Found scrawled on a wall in the lost Reventide by explorer Faruma Helmi in the 10th year of the Exalted Age. Revan.
Flames, what were those things?
The Profane. Didn't you hear? Hands of Stone. Oh, it's just for me. Both of those are... Oh, of course they're just for me. They're armor pieces. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh, nice. We've got the War Plate of the Fallen. I don't even remember picking that up. Nice. Health, 67 attack, and that's one more piece for the Fallen set. Looks good. It doesn't match the helmet, but that's okay. All we need is the gauntlets to match the armor, and I can deal with that. We just need gauntlets of the Fallen now. Sweet. 3 armor, 3 fortitude, or 7 health. 30 armor, 28 armor. With plus 3 armor. That's better. Nice. I will take it. One more set for the Fallen.
And here we go again.
Okay, so now we've got Profane. Damn, that design looks really cool. So it's a skeleton inside of, like... It gives me the vibes of, like, a golem, but, like, torn apart or something, and then it's got, like, what remains inside of it, but there's a magical element to it, too. You always got to remember that there's things inside of a golem, you know? There are dwarves in there. I don't know. Maybe. It's definitely got some demonic fuckery involved with it, that's for sure. Couldn't make this place any more evil. So he tried.
Enough. You have proven your mettle. I would not see these creatures harmed without need.
They talk.
You're the first one here that hasn't simply attacked us.
They will not assault you further, not without my permission.
What are these things? They seem like rock wraiths, but...
They hunger. The Profane have lingered in this place for ages, beyond memory, feeding on the magic stones until the need is all they know.
They eat the lyrium. Sounds like a healthy diet.
I am not as they are. I am a visitor.
It seems mostly interested in their hunger. It's a demon, come to feed.
I would not see my feast end. I sense your desire. You seek to leave this place, but you will need my aid to do so.
Don't do it. Demons will trip you up every time.
What are our options?
Why do we need your aid to leave?
There is another door that leads into the paths far above us. That is what you seek. It has been sealed, however, and cannot be opened without a key. I know where the key is. Do as I ask, and I shall tell you.
So what do you think?
I think we could kill it and then find it ourselves. We're not really the kind to deal with demons. I think we kill it.
I'll give it my answer. Here we go.
Holy shit, Hawk. He punched it in the face. That was so worth it. That was amazing. Oh my god, I don't even care what the optimum outcome was. It was all worth it for that punch. Channeled the shepherd punch right into that demon. Why do demons seek to possess the living, or in this case, random rocks? History claims they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker, angry at their creator for turning from them, and jealous of those creations he considered superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brahm's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has held since the Tower Age. According to Brahm, the weakest and most common of demons are those of rage. They are the least intelligent and most prone to violent outbursts against anything living. They expend their energies quickly, the most powerful of them exhibiting great strength and occasionally the ability to generate fire. Next are the demons of hunger. In a living host, they become cannibals and vampires, and within the dead, they feed upon the living. Theirs are the powers of draining, both of life force and of mana. Next are the demons of sloth, the first on Brahm's scale that are capable of true intelligence. In its true form, this demon is known as a shade, a thing which is nearly indistinct and invisible, for such is sloth's nature. It hides and stalks, unaware, and when confronted, it sows fatigue and apathy. Demons of desire are amongst the most powerful, and are the ones most likely to seek out the living and actively trick them into a deal. These demons will exploit anything that can be coveted: wealth, power, lust, and they will always end up getting far more than they give. Desire demons' province is that of illusions and mind control. Strongest of all demons are those of pride. These are the most feared creatures to loose upon the world. Masters of magic and in possession of vast intellect, they are the true schemers. It is they who seek most strongly to possess mages and will bring other demons across the veil in numbers to achieve their own ends, although what that might be has never been discovered. A greater pride demon brought across the veil would threaten the entire world. Nice. I think we've read something like that before in Origins. So this must be a desire demon, because it was trying to offer us something. Trying to trick us into a deal. Rock Wraith Abomination. Oh, and then it turns into an abomination. Okay, goddamn. I love that one was like more fodder than the other profanes. Like it had less health than the other profane enemies. But then I guess it does turn into an abomination after. It's kind of funny. We will find the key ourselves. We do not need to ally ourselves with demonic entities. We only sometimes do cool deals with demons. In Origins, I think there was 1 or 2 instances where we let a demon go. But for the most part, we killing them. We killing them. We let one go in Origins because it looked cool and it gave us a bunch of gold. The one that we like pieced back together again after all those bags of limbs. We put so much work in, you know? God, these profane are really cool. Such a great little design, and the voice work, immaculate. Very fun. punching one in the face, the most fun ever. The Immortal Profane. There we go. What the fuck? That Profane was like, I'm not ready to go yet. Keep hitting me. I mean, it's not like there's multiple pathways at this point. It's probably going to be easy to find this key thing.
What is this place? This is the vault. The dwarves would have brought their...
Oh. Oh, it's a big red one.
That can't be good.
Yo! Oh! Ancient Rock Wraith. Oh my god. Why do I feel like this one will have the key? What are you doing? Whoa! Hide behind the pillars. Oh my god. Yo, that's so cool. Aha, now you are sleepy. Oh my god, it's summoning reinforcements. Dude, this is so sick. God, it took so long to recover there. We dealt so much damage to it. Alright, get ready to hide behind the pillars again. Oh, Varric. Oh, that's so cool. What the fuck? Get it. Fuck it up. He's resting. He's expelled all his energy and now he dies. That would have been cool if there was a death blow. Oh, never mind. That was even better than a death blow. It was a cutscene death blow. Oh my god. That's my hawk right there, baby. That was sick.
Whew. The rock wraiths are supposed to be dwarven legends. They're not even supposed to be real.
Looked pretty real to me.
I suppose it doesn't matter. Look at what it was guarding.
God damn.
Let's see if there's something that can help get us out of here.
Imagine if Bartrand didn't goddamn betray us. There's even more here. Rock Wraith. 20 years in the Legion of the Dead. I've seen spiders larger than a Bronto, brood mothers lounging in putrescence surrounded by their corrupted children, and unnamed things with flesh turned against itself. But worse, by far, was in an old mineshaft down from Hydron Tig. We chased an emissary down there to a tunnel dead-ended in rubble. It was a vicious fight. He picked my men off until only 4 of us were left. When it seemed like we'd finally fulfill our oaths, our fight woke something long dormant. What I thought was rubble gathered beneath my feet, taking a terrible form, a beast of stone surrounding the shattered skeleton of a man, a rock wraith. The spirit of a dwarf so foul the stone itself rejected him. One swing of its boulder hand crushed the emissary, and then it turned its eyeless skull towards us. We fled back up the tunnel, its heavy footsteps thundering at our backs. When we reached the Tig, we finally turned, knowing that out in the open we had no cover and couldn't hope to outrun the wraith. But when it came to the exit, it struck the trusses holding up the ceiling of the shaft, closing itself in forever. Perhaps in the end it felt remorse. Perhaps it was one lost soul recognizing another. From the Journals of Amarin, Legion of the Dead. That's so sick. I love that it's like, the rock wraiths are like a spiritual demonic version of the golems. God, that's insane. Oh look, the crypt key. Valdecine. Yo.
The kind that opens doors, I hope. Let's collect the best pieces we can carry out of here and then go.
Look at all this riches. Valdecine. In the ancient days before the Darkspawn, when dwarven cities wound through the roots of all the earth, House Valdecine single-handedly kept the Empire supplied with lyrium. One day the mining family shut the doors of their thaig. They spoke not to their noble patrons, nor their king, and not even a visiting paragon. Days passed in silence before the door to Valdecine thaig opened. Anxious partners discovered it empty. Not one soul remained, no bodies and no sign of what had happened. House Valdecine only left a staff of strange metal behind. It looked like lyrium and chilled one's heart like a remembered sorrow. The king sealed the staff inside the thaig, and no dwarf ever ventured there again. Let's go. 3 sovies. Basically 4. And 4 sovereigns. Nice! Look at that loot. The classic dungeon boss and the loot cave, like right after, is hilarious to me. I love that. That fight was also exceptional. Giant ass rock wraith. I love that. Alright, let's upgrade some more abilities. Critical hit with nearly every swing? Sure, we're really maxing out that tree in particular, aren't we? We've hit 30 now, so that should be the next level of opening chests, I believe. Fails allies from enemy attacks. Tactical withdrawal, we'll upgrade that one. Anders, maybe upgrade your Winter's Blast. Fenris. Let's upgrade. Fenris maintains an appearance of calm, but is only facade. Every wound he takes stirs his deeply buried resentment, increasing his attack damage. That's cool. Yes. Take that. And now we return to the surface. The key's right by the door. How funny is that? He's like, oh, I'll tell you where the key is. Right by the fucking door.
I'd say this is our way back.
How long to get back?
If we're unlucky, maybe a week.
And if we're lucky?
We stumble over Bartrand's corpse on the way.
Nice. Deep Roads Expedition, there it is. I said it would be like a more of a linear experience. There you go. It felt like it would be. We back.
Sweet home. Finally.
It's like we only just left.
Bartrand came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
It's like we just were here. Apparently it's been several weeks though, I think, in the travel, I guess.
Luck hasn't exactly been our strong point so far.
Oh, I don't know about that. The treasure we found in that crypt far outstrips Bartrand's stupid idol. He'll be green with envy when he finds out. As soon as I get the chance, I'll look up my contacts to make sure we get the best price. I imagine you'll want to head home. Tell your family the good news. We're going to be rich.
We've got that other guy, though, that we need to check in with, too.
What's going on?
The fuck?
Please don't do anything.
Mistress Bethany is being taken to the Circle of Magi in the gallows.
Excuse me? What's happened in the time that I've been gone? What the...
Over my dead body.
It's done. Don't make it worse.
Did you get a choice? What happened?
Consider yourselves fortunate. Her cooperation allows us to spare you the punishment for harboring a dangerous mage. This once.
Oh, Bethany, what will happen to you?
Don't worry, Mother. I'll be fine. Look after her, big brother.
What? Was she found? Was she discovered? Did she turn herself in? She had a whole fancy pants new outfit and staff and everything. I mean...
So the champion's sister was in the circle?
Yes, but that's not the connection you're looking for.
Isn't it? Driven from their home, a sister taken against her will, and the champion's companions, Merrill, Aveline, Isabella, that Warden Anders.
Don't remind me. I introduced them.
We thought they all came from Ferelden together, but now it makes sense. Motive and opportunity.
It's still not what you think.
Then I need to hear more.
Unless you've already decided. I can always go if you don't need me anymore.
Tell me what came next.
The treasure we found in the deep roads made us a fortune.
Ooh.
The champion moved up in the world. Literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown. Everyone knew who he was now. Even the Viscount was taking notice. Bethany was in the circle now. There was nothing we could do for her.
That's sudden. That's so sudden. I guess for me it's sudden.
Later, the Qunari still hadn't left.
3 years? Okay.
Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us knew better.
Okay, we're just jumping 3 years. Okay. 3 years later. Sheesh. Okay, we time skipping hard. Deep Roads Expedition. Bye-bye, sister. 3 years later. God, it's all moving so quickly. I have not even had time to process this loss. I have a mansion now, apparently. That's nice. Ooh, my Armor of the Fallen has a fancy little cloak thing on the back. Little cape. Nice. While I thought the Deep Roads thing was going to be like a linear experience, I didn't think it would be like immediately over.
Meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage, but these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you. By name. What did you do?
We know each other. God damn. Okay. Let's process this information. We went to the Deep Roads, and while I said I was like, oh, this should be a linear experience, it feels like it, I did not think we'd be done and dusted with the expedition in one episode. All that build-up for the Deep Roads expedition over the past 10 episodes, we go there, and then we're done, and then there's a 3-year time jump. We've just lost our sister to the Circle. Was she discovered? Did she have to turn herself in? Like, what even happened there? I'm so lost. We've just lost a party member. As well. We've lost a whole ass mage in our party. That's a shame. What would have happened if we took her to the Deep Roads then? I wonder if she's like a fixed point in the story of like you lose her no matter what. Maybe if we don't like listen to our mother and like don't both go, she'll like die or something. But then like if we save her by like leaving her behind, but then she gets discovered and has to join the Circle, it seems. Otherwise, if there's literally a choice to have her remain in your party just by taking her to the Deep Roads, that's pretty significant. So I doubt that is a thing. It feels like it's like a fixed point that she's going to leave the party no matter what. only one way to find out, which is to actually play the damn thing in the alternate outcome. But that's crazy. She's gone just like that. I want to know how. I guess we'll have to return to our mother and be like, yo, what the hell happened? You know? What did I do?
I can't help it if I make an impression.
Apparently not. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawke?
Really liking how all the side quests and stuff that I've actually done gets referenced in dialogue as well. So it's like a nice little continuation of like things I'm doing actually helping with my influence with characters.
I've seen hate for them, but I haven't heard anything major in years.
Zealots are bravest where their lies can't be argued, behind closed doors. Chantry leaders see Qunari beliefs as a challenge, not an attack. But the message gets muddled among casual adherents. I'm certainly not equipped to argue the fine points of faith.
Have the years been kind to Seamus?
He is his own man. But your actions tempered him somewhat. He's not so angry at the world. I thank you for that. I may not agree with him on many things, but I am proud of what he is becoming.
The Qunari usually arrive as conquerors. Odd that this has gone on so long.
Very, and I have no interest in antagonizing them. That is partially why I suffer being a messenger today. A treaty exists, and it has been honored. Although...
You have doubts?
They claim they're waiting for a second ship. But it has been 3 years. They want something else.
Sounds like you'd be better off without this headache.
They will not leave, and we don't have the resources to force the issue. At least, not in a way that would leave the city intact. If they had come to conquer, I suspect they would have done so.
Any idea what I can expect?
None. Honestly, I don't think I've heard 2 direct words from the Arishok. Other than his rather deliberate phrasing of begone. If you think his asking me to notify you of this is strange, well, you would be right.
I am always willing to assist.
Well, that is an attitude this city has lacked for a long time. Appease the Arishok. Take his demand and let him return to dormancy. As awkward as this has been, it is better than the alternative. Stepping down is looking more and more appealing.
Okay, damn. Oh, here we go. Bethany, after the Deep Roads. Bethany communicates often with her family since entering the Circle, and she is adjusting to a new life with ease. Well, that's nice. For the first time, she can study magic without watching over her shoulder. After passing her much-delayed harrowing, she took a senior position within the Circle, teaching and mentoring the newest apprentices. Bethany is surprised at how many Templars are honest Andrastians who believe they serve the Maker and the people by keeping mages from using blood magic. However, this up-close look at the Templars has also shown her the abuses that inevitably occur when one group of people is given life and death power over another. Bethany supports the Circle as it is, but this grows harder as Knight Commander Meredith clamps down more tightly. Well, it seems that she's having a good time. But she's also seeing the injustices. Damn. Okay, but we don't know like the direct instance of like how or why she got picked up to go into the Circle. It seems just happened. Okay, and we have a bunch of quests. We've got companion... Oh, yeah, we've got a bunch of companion quests. There you go. We've got 2 main ones. There you go. Everything for the companions. So 3 years later time jump. We're missing 1 companion who's gone off to the Circle, but we've still got the rest who want to check in with us. So we're going to do that one next time. So thank you so much for joining me for today's massive story episode of Dragon Age 2. We were like getting everything done, preparing for this, and then we've got the big Deep Roads expedition. It's done. And now we're in the next chapter of the story, it seems, as we're moving on with Qunari tensions and checking in with our companions. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.